Behind me I have this BMW 750i. Probably if you own a car like this, you're gonna think that you are so successful in life and you made it to the point where you can afford a true luxury car. But as all the cars, this car has problems, and probably you are going to experience those problems over the road meanwhile you're cruising with maybe your wife or your girlfriend. So I decided to talk about the common problems on this BMW based on that, because probably you are going to watch this video just to see if the problems on your BMW 750 are listed on this video. The main problems start with the engine. Smoke from the tailpipe. Probably you wanna see that BMW cruising over the road and you wanna see a lot of smoke coming from the tailpipes. Probably you won't like it, and you wanna say like, I don't wanna buy a BMW anymore. Or if you have a similar BMW, you wanna probably think that your BMW does the same thing. So how that happens? Usually the smoke from the tailpipe happens for many different reasons. One of the reasons, and the most expensive reason, is the steam seals, the valve steam seals. Those are little seals, then all they do is to retain the oil outside the valve guide. The valve guide is where the valve goes up and down. So the problem is that the seal goes bad because it is made out of probably a cheap material or a not that strong material, then gets a lot of wear over the time, and you're gonna see a lot of smoke coming. So the repair of that probably is gonna be around $2,500 just to replace all the valve steam seals. It's going to be a lot of money just to repair that. But that's one of the reasons of the smoke. Another reason why the vehicle smokes is because of the turbos. Probably one of the turbos or the two turbos are getting bad. They start releasing oil to the exhaust, and on the travel to the tailpipe, the oil start burning, right? And then you're gonna see the smoke coming from the tailpipe. That repair, it will vary depending where you get the turbos, because turbos from the BMW dealer are super expensive. So probably you're gonna be spending around similar pricing if you get the turbos from the dealer, probably around $2,500 if you get the turbos from the dealer. But if you get aftermarket turbos, probably it's going to be way cheaper than that. Another reason why the smoke comes to the tailpipe is because of the PCV valve. PCV valve goes bad over time, and that will be the cheapest repair you can get to actually eliminate the smoke. The PCV valve, if you buy it from the dealer, it's going to cost like $50, $60 each, because there is two of them. And at the end, you're probably going to be spending around like $200 labor or something like that. So it's going to be a cheap repair. It will depend on what problem you have. So in my recommendation, if you're getting smoke from your tailpipe, just start from the PCV valves, because most of the cases the PCV valve is not the whole reason why the smoke is coming from the tailpipe, but it will be the major reason why the smoke is coming from the tailpipe. So if you repair the PCV valve, probably the smoke quantity on the back is going to be reduced. Another problem we can say is the famous drivetrain malfunction. I did a video about it a long time ago, about telling you what a drivetrain malfunction is. But the drivetrain malfunction, it is just a warning from the computer telling you that there is a major problem happening to the engine. The drivetrain malfunction, it is not a problem, it is a message. The real problem are many different things, because the drivetrain malfunction can come because of spark plugs, because of injectors, because of a low combustion, or because of the transmission, or so many things. So drivetrain malfunction, I cannot call that a common problem, but it is a common problem because every single BMW is going to go for that. And the drivetrain malfunction is going to have many different solutions depending on what the vehicle needs. Spark plugs go bad, probably in 1 year you have to replace them. Depending how you drive the car. If you drive the car probably like 10,000, 20,000 miles a year, probably you have to replace it in 1 year. But if you drive the car probably like 3,000 miles a year, probably you don't have to replace the spark plugs. Injectors as well, they go bad over the time. Other problems are misfires, right? Because it can happen for many things. But vacuum leaks. Fuel leaks because of the lines are plastic and everything, so you're gonna have fuel leaks. But keep in mind, then I am not saying that these common problems are going to happen to each 750 over the road. Are going to happen to most, but not to each. So probably you are going to have a 750 like this one. This is a 750 and it doesn't have that many problems, but maybe you can own a 750 and has all the problems listed on this video. But I think that's enough for the engine. I don't want to talk more about the engine because there is plenty of videos about common problems on this engine. So in general, I'm talking about the 750 model, the F01 F02. What other problems we can get? So other problems you can get are steering wheel vibrations. Steering wheel vibrations happens because of the wheels are larger than the size or they're unbalanced. I'm not talking about the tire balance. It is the actual wheel, the actual metal piece that is unbalanced. So there is a way to prevent that. There is one balancer called rod force balance. If you own a car like this, you should do rod force balance on these cars because they're very sensitive because of the sporty design. So when you do rod force balance, what they do is they match the unbalance of the tire with the unbalance of the rim, so that way the rim and the tire can be peacefully rotating and you don't get that annoying vibrations. The larger the wheel, the more vibrations you're gonna get. So if you have a 22s on this car, I highly recommend you then as soon as you replace those 22s on these cars, you have to do rod force balance on this car because you're gonna have a lot of vibration if you just replace the tires or you just buy brand new wheels and just put them on. I think this is plenty enough of common problems. There are many videos about common problems. It is not about all the common problems you can get on this car. It is about how you can prevent them. The way to prevent all these problems is the main important thing is like if you drive this car every day, don't expect that it's gonna last that long. So I mean, like if you want this car to last long, you have to drive it on the weekends only, because this car is not meant to drive every day. This is not a daily driver car, a daily car. Then you can take it everywhere. This is a car for luxury. So that means then you can take it only when the luxury is going to happen. And that's one of the ways to prevent problems, because if you drive this car every day, that's how you want to get problems, because these cars are not meant to be driving every day. Another way to prevent common problems is by you actually repairing the car before something breaks. For example, replacing the spark plugs, replacing the PCV valve, replacing the oil, replacing the transmission filter, and stuff like that. Even when the car has no problems at all, that's better, because that way you can prevent the maximum amount of common problems on these cars. And another way to prevent all the problems is to actually drive it nicely. All of you then have a BMW, every time the light goes green, you want to take off right away because the car goes fast. But I mean, like that don't do good to the car. So that's why if you want to keep this car out of common problems, you have to know how to drive it. Make sure to don't float it every time you see the green light. It's very clear then you have to buy quality parts, because if you buy really cheap parts, they won't last long and they're gonna break again, and then you're gonna have problems again. That is most important. Preventing the common problems is hard because the budget is tight, but it is possible if you're really willing to prevent those problems. So I will just suggest you then, if you're really into buy one of these cars, or if you are owning a car like this currently, you should take care of your car, you should not drive it hard, and you should buy quality parts, and that will be the best way to prevent all these common problems that I am mentioning right now. But I guess this is all about common problems and prevention. I'm gonna keep doing more videos about it, 750s, because I know 750s is a car that many of you want to buy, but you are afraid to buy them because you don't know what is going to be the problem, if you get any problems, or it's going to be expensive to fix it. So doing these videos, I am trying to help you to buy one of these cars if you really want to buy a car like this, so that way you know what to do in case something breaks. And as I say, I want to keep doing more videos about these 750 repairs, especially because that is what everybody wants to know, how to do this, how to do that, so that way they don't get scared when something comes on, and you know what to do. But anyway, I hope you like the video. I try to do my best to give you the best information possible, and if you don't like anything, you can comment below, and if you like something about it, you can comment below as well. Opinion is very important when we are seeking to do a better video. And if you like the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. It's very important for me. And make sure to subscribe. That's important as well, because that way I can feel that you are appreciating my efforts to give you information that probably you want to hear. Guess this is all I have for you. Stay tuned on my channel. Then are going to be more videos about these 750s in the future. Thank you.